On the outside, a story about a cast of children having a little cutesy octopus with them makes this seem like it could be a wholesome plot, but that would be far from the truth. Takupi's Original Sin is a questionable anime that racks my brain with several kinds of emotions, making me feel very perplexed, and the main root to all of it is this small pink octopus thingy, Takopi. This innocent looking octopus is a Happian that came from the planet Happy and ended up coming down to Earth, which is much different from their own home. But while Takupi is on Earth, they hope to bring smiles to people's faces, as that is the whole purpose of a Happian, using little gadgets to help the Happians in their goal. As Takupi then comes across Shizuka, an elementary kid that doesn't live the greatest life for her age. Her dad pretty much abandoned her, and her mother comes home late from work, not really caring about her as a whole. Shizuka barely has friends, and gets bullied continuously, each day by the same girl. All the hope she has is within her dog Chappie, who keeps her going. Chappie means everything to Shizuka. She would have nothing if it weren't for her dog. So since Shizuka has barely anything left, Takupi hopes to do as much as they can to make her smile to the best of their abilities. And what will help in their objective, or at least Takupi believes it will, are the many special magical gadgets Takupi got from their own planet. These gadgets have a variety of uses. Whether some of the gadgets are useful are up to debate. Takupi's gadgets consist of flappy wings that allows you to fly freely. Unfortunately, it can't withstand the weight of a human. Or a little flower that keeps them hidden from human presence by turning them into a chameleon plant. Also a storage gadget that can adjust to any size to store practically anything. Then a camera that can travel back in time from when a picture was taken. Basically, if anyone has seen Link Click, it's more or less the same ability as that, with several other gadgets that work in such mysterious ways. Yet with how light-hearted these gadgets feel, it makes it seem like the anime may be wholesome in a way. Just a silly little octopus using the silly little gadgets to cheer people up, but that is far from what the gadgets get used for. With this context, you would not think an anime like this would get so dark. The more the plot progresses, the more you realize just how messed up it all is. It can make anyone uncomfortable watching, with such heavy themes as child abuse, neglect, abandonment, constant child belittlement, suicide. When the cast is mostly children, it's not the most pleasant watch. It definitely surprised me at times when I didn't really know how to feel while watching, especially how at times it would make me very confused, with it being so silly and a plot this serious. There were times that Takupi did annoy me. Something emotional or uneasy would be happening, and Takupi would be making these stupid sounds, which had me perplexed on how I should even be feeling at certain scenes. I did get used to Takupi after a little bit, once they started to understand the connections and emotions of Earth. They took things much seriously, yet it is interesting to see the difference Takupi sees emotion within humans, as they lack understanding. Takupi takes it as a normal thing humans do, such as a couple arguing. Takupi takes it as them loving each other, since they talk a lot with one another, yet that is far from true. With the way Takupi thinks, it backfires often. Whatever Takupi does that they think is right to do, it can often go completely wrong, and make situations worse, and tends to derail it into a multitude of other problems. Though it's fascinating to see how Takupi realizes more on how the emotions of humans work, and notices more on how their actions affected others, and soon regrets many of the decisions they made, making them register that Earth is much more complicated than they could ever fathom. Seeing how Takupi develops from being very simple-minded, thinking they can simply make someone happy by purely using gadgets. Human emotions are much more puzzling and complex than it may seem, so Takupi has to come to terms that the planet Earth is much different than his own. It's quite a neat way to develop a character, yet Takupi still tries to connect to people the best they can, and does their best to help Shizuka. For an anime that is pretty depressing with its dark tones, it did keep me intrigued. Having a plot be very serious, yet having a magical twist to it. It was a nice mix. It does give the plot more depth, making it stand out a bit, not having it just be a depressing watch for the sake of it, by showing its plot in a more appealing way. The animation is also another strong point. It's really solid. It's pleasant to look at with the fluidity of its characters' movements being spot on and not feeling out of place. It kept it consistent. It was very expressive, making the whole emotional impact more gratifying. It's incredible animation that adds so much more to the overall experience, with several moments that use it to its advantage, having these grand spectacles that outdoes itself. It makes it as high quality as possible for the viewer's enjoyment. With the series only being 6 episodes long, I would normally say that it is an easy watch, but with an anime like this, with its dark theme and story, it probably isn't the easiest viewing experience for some. Even so, it does keep the plot interesting, with Takopi and the whole gadget gimmick. It may take some time to get used to, as I didn't even know what to think of Takupi when starting, as it all felt so weird. But give it some time and you'll see how it gets used to create an engaging yet strange story.